And we are back. We just talked about the inspiration behind Andasy, the developer's pain point, and everything in general. Now we're going to tackle on the deployment workflow. Shema, could you please tell me how does Andasy handle custom domain management and what makes it simpler compared to other configuring domains that are manual?
So when adding a custom domain to your application, the only thing that you have to do is setting up your DNS. So I'm pointing your DNS to our servers, and then provisioning a certificate for you for free is already done by us. And then also making sure that it is renewed every time before it expires is also handled by us. And then so when from traditional providers, adding a custom domain meant that you have to generate one yourself from maybe a trusted CA, or you create your own and then hope that it is trusted by others. So that is there are several automation bots that do that to make sure that they are alive, but you also have an issue of rate limits that you can't exceed. So it is usually another job to make sure that your certificates are updated. So that's also another thing that we wanted to abstract to make sure that you don't think about that. And I think for now, it is a robust system.
Okay, now I made a promise to people watching this that you're going to try and explain the words, the short time words. What is DNS? What is CA? There are kids who are watching this and they want to be developers, but they don't know those terms.
So DNS is the domain name system. It's a system that is used worldwide to make sure that what a domain name is mapped to a specific IP address. Because you can't give your customers a string of numbers and then expect them to understand all of them. You can't remember the IP address of google.com, paypack.rw, paxgroup.rw. You can't know all of them. So there was an invention of that system to make sure that we map a specific name to a specific IP address. So that meant that we have also to make sure that there are some authorities that we maybe trust to make sure that that system is not used in the wrong way. So CAs are the trusted authorities to make sure that every system can trust that and then make sure that there's no malicious user between them. So that's why we say creating your own CA is you have to be trusted by other CAs. So that's why you can maybe take one from Cloudflare, someone who is already trusted, and then use that to sign your certificates. So you can understand how that if you were not in this career, you cannot understand that, and it's better to learn it. But usually it takes that time away from developing your system. So if it is abstracted away from you, you can make sure that that time is allocated to building your application.
Okay, we will definitely take time and learn it and become developers.
Yes.
But let's go up to debugging apps. There's something you mentioned earlier, and I know that logs are a critical part of debugging apps. What are logs, first of all, and what kind of insights do logs help in Andasy, and how can teams use them for troubleshooting?
So logs are the information that your system can print out. So whenever you are building an application, if there is maybe an error, you might want to log it to say, at this place, this is breaking, so that when you receive an error, you can go through the logs and see, we received at this line that this is breaking. So you can understand how that is very important to people who are building application to be able to see those information. So you can print them out, but if you are using their usual providers, what you have to do is get into a server, and then maybe if you have something that is printing out that, and then check the logs, or you have yet another service that is collecting those logs and then printing them somewhere. But that means you have another extra services that you are managing to make sure that you receive logs. So for us, we provide them for the user, and then they can either access them through the dashboard, or they can access them through the custom CLI that we built.
Okay.
So the CLI can talk to the control plane and then make sure that it can get all the logs that your system is outputting.
Okay.
That is crucial for debugging, because you know exactly what is happening to your application, and it is a crucial system to have for a service that is running in the cloud.
Okay, thank you very much for explaining it so beautifully. Now let's talk about SSH access. You're going to first elaborate what it is and how does it allow work on Andasy? When is it most useful?
So when your application is experiencing some maybe an issue running, you can SSH into it to try to diagnose the problem where your application is running in your runtime to see what is happening. SSH is a secure shell. It means that we take whatever session you have on your machine and then attach it to your VM. So it means that you have direct access to where your application is running. We also added a layer of security to make sure that not everyone can SSH into your application. So you can only SSH application that you are part of in the organization that you are part of. So if someone is outside of your organization, they can't access your VMs.
Okay. So do you deploy any type of apps?
So any type of apps that can be run into that can be built by Docker, we can run it. Usually it's the common apps, the web apps, that runs a simple server. But even if you are running a workload, it is possible, because what we do with Docker is just building the image, and you provide which command we will be running.
Okay.
So whenever we transform that image into a file system, we can run it to anything. So anything that is right now we have one architecture. We run Linux VMs that are x64.
Okay.
So we do not support the AMD ones, the ARM architecture, but for now we believe that almost every application can run into that architecture.
Okay.
But there are some improvements that we are adding to make sure that we support multi-platform applications.
Anyways, since the world is advancing, we're leaning into a modern workflow. You also work on ephemeral apps, right? How does Andasy support the ephemeral app, its creation, and the teardown efficiently?
So when we say ephemeral applications, it's because whenever you deploy your application, we try to run your new code, and then we dismantle the last VM. So you can understand it if you have another version, like version 2. We try to run it, and then if it's successful, we remove the version 1 application that was running.
Okay.
So that means everything that was on that server is gone. So every time you deploy, you start fresh without anything.
Okay.
But there are also other applications that needs maybe caching, maybe storage, that we provide also volumes to add to them.
So volumes. I was going to talk about volumes the same as VMs.
Now, VMs is a virtual machine, and then
okay.
volumes, it's like a storage that you can attach to that.
Okay, so not
machine.
a regular volume on the TV.
No.
Okay, so how do volumes extend what ephemeral apps can do, especially for like workloads that require temporary but stateful storage?
So when you have a stateful application, means that you need to preserve that state every time you restart. So things like a database, it needs to have that storage to make sure that the data is not lost every time you restart. Things like Redis, it needs to have that cache every time it restarts. So we provide volumes, which means that it's a separate, it's like a flash disk. You can make it like a flash disk that we can attach to your VM, and every time we create a new virtual machine, before starting your application, we attach that volume to that. It means every time your app is running, it sees that directory every time. So you provide the volume and which directory you want us to mount to it. It means every time you run your application, you will see that volume already attached. This means every application that needs to be stateful, it will be stateful because that volume will always be attached to any machine that you are running.
Okay, that's good to hear. Now, to a developer watching this who is like, can I run my database on Andasy? Can I do this? How do volumes help them out? How do volumes allow them to do that, to make that possible?
So we have a simple guide that can help users to deploy something like Postgres. In our CLI, we also have a command that can provision the Postgres for you, but it is provisioning only, so management to make sure that you have no intruders to that is done by you. So even if you are, let's say you are an organization working with different developers, you still have to safeguard your credentials even if they have access to that database. So when you say managed, it means that we manage everything, user management and everything, but if you manage it, we only help you to provision it.
Okay.
So when we say that we support the Postgres database, it means that you can deploy it there and then run it reliably. We also have daily backups for your volumes. So when you have a volume attached to any application, we back up your data every day. So that means even if you have a faulty database, you can always roll back to a certain point. That means databases are a little bit easier to manage there because everything that is needed for a database is also there. Also, it means that your app and your database are running in the same environment. You don't need to expose your database to the internet because your app can already talk to the database internally. That means you don't have to have a database in maybe US and your front end here in Rwanda. You can run them at a close approximation to limit the latency of your requests.
Okay, so the guide you mentioned, it's in the platform itself.
The guide is in the documentation. We have a documentation with every command that is available on the CLI, and then we in that we have the Postgres guide.
Okay, I hope that's clear. Now let's go to your own personal experience and your own perspective. What are the most common errors actually, that developers do during deployment? And how can new users, if I am to become a developer, how can I avoid them?
I would say it's checking. Usually a user can deploy the application, but if there is no he didn't go through the
it's okay, you can say I didn't go through because it is your own experience.
I would say I'm biased because I built it, so every command I know it, but usually all the developers that can come to me to say my application is not working, what should I do? So the first step I usually tell them is check the logs. Why is your application? Because usually the application gives you why the application is down. So if you do Andasy Logs, you can see all the logs that your application is giving you. Also, usually it's either you didn't set the environment variables, so we have also that to set the secrets that are hashed to make sure that they are secure. You can't access them. And then usually it's that, because usually an application can't start without maybe a connection to the database, connection to your caching, storage, and coming to that, you haven't maybe read the documentation to understand the difference between stateful and ephemeral applications. And every time you restart, you see that your application has lost the data, and usually that's another question that I get a lot. And also trying to SSH into applications that they do not own. You can try, but it will not work. It will be dropped every time.
Okay.
And also, because our applications are, you can only have one name per application. So if you have taken maybe Fred, no one else is going to take it. So when a new user tries to create that, we usually tell them this application is taken, maybe choose another name, but they think that it means that the application can't be deployed there. Now you can choose another name and then deploy that.
Okay, thank you. I hope there is no errors that are going to be happening in the future. Now, to someone who is watching this for the first time, please go and watch our first episode to understand a little bit of what Andasy does. And to the person who is watching it right now, where can they sign up? Where can they make sure that they're going to deploy their apps from?
So you can sign up at andasy.io. And also, if you want to go through all the commands that we have, all the details about the platform, you can go to docs.andasy.io. There is a link on the navbar on andasy.io. And if there is any question, you can go through the support platform, which is also linked on the landing page of Andasy. It's support.andasy.io. Go through. Usually some issues have already been reported. Maybe it is similar to yours. You can fix that, or you can create a new issue, and then one of our team is going to respond to you. Yes,
and something that we are not mentioning is that everything that they do, it's very simple English. You don't have to spend the whole evening reading. I myself I read it in like a few hours, to be honest. So please visit what he told you and make sure you sign up right now. Now, we are going to dive into security, advanced scenarios, and the best practices that you can use as a developer. Stay tuned.